Right. Hello, everyone. This is day 7. I mean, it's a new week. You stopped at day 6 last week, where I mentioned that I was taking time off. Not time off from trading in entirety, but time off taking a trade, right? Because, of course, you saw the terrible losses. so, but guess what? I have figured out. I am beginning to figure out the problem. I'm beginning to figure out what is happening. And today, guess what? I had my TP. I had a good trade today, and I'm going to show you how I took these trades. And so instead of zones now, I now focus more on levels. I used to if you watch previous videos, I start my levels from 4 hours. But right now, I, I majorly focus on zones. I spoke to my mentor, and you people should have good mentors. So just pray for good mentors, man. Pray that you have a good mentor. Pray that you have someone that also wants your growth. And that is what has helped me in this journey, in all honesty. Let me not waste our time, and let me get back into. So I now use levels from. I was saying that if you go back to previous videos, maybe from between day, yeah, day between day 1 and day 6, you will see that I start to use key levels from 4 hours. But right now, I'm starting from the top. You get so this is me correcting my mistakes. This is me. Sorry about that. This is me correcting my mistakes and you know getting it right. So weekly, this is a key level. This is a how care for sale, and so I should expect sales for the rest of the week. Today is Monday. I should expect sales for the rest of the week. Give me a minute. Right. So I should expect sales for the rest of the week, and of course, that is just an idea of what I should expect. But daily is still what I follow. Daily because I'm an intraday trader. Yeah, I'm a day trader. So I do, you know, daily is meant to be my direction basically. Daily is meant to predict and tell me where direction goes, not weekly. Weekly is just for of the overview to help daily, if that makes sense. If to help me, figure out the to help me better figure out um I think I'm using my words wrongly, but to help me better in figuring out the direction for the day, right? And that's why I use weekly. So we can tell this is a new day. Sorry that yeah, it's a new day already. So today, this is today, and I'm going to show you how we can see that as much as weekly is bearish, daily said at least we should be buying because he rejected this level. Like I said, just keep watching around. When I gain more consistency, when I grow and all of those things, maybe I can now, take us to another level of now explaining it to you. So I hope that I hope and pray that I get that level you know, of knowledge. So I know that I should be focusing on buys today. But like I always say, that says still remains. If 4 hours doesn't give me a reason to buy, I am not buying. Do you get? So daily has told me we should be bullish. So I go to 4 hours to look for reasons to be bullish. And yeah, we can clearly see that this is a zone. This is a buy zone, an engulfing field, H4 buy zone. So from where it tapped into it, from where it tapped into it, I need 1 hour. I need 1 hour to give me a TC, a ZC or TC, anyone you want to call it. And here, yeah, did it tap here? Okay, so the tap started from here. So I'm going to be going back. So I think the tap came in from here. I mean, regardless, we can see that it has tapped into the zone even from Friday. You get, but I like to use the day, the current day that I'm working with. Do you get? So let's say it tapped in from here, and see, it tapped in here. If we zoom in, you can see that it tapped into the zone. So it needs to create a what, an engulfing for me on 1 hour. So this is a sign that I should be, I should start looking for buys. So 1 hour gave me this, and of course, I am still in bed by all of this time. So this is when I start to trade, 8 a.m. And what did 8 a.m. do inside the zone? 8 a.m. gave me a very clean rejection. Don't worry, like I said, I'm going to be explaining this in future. This is just me trying to get consistency. And if it works, of course, everybody is going to enjoy. All right, so simple is not as as difficult as the previous. It's not as confusing as the previous. Do you get? I was trying to get something that works for me, that that would I was just trying to refine to what works best for me, basically. And I figured that I was already misinterpreting many things, and this is just what I should be doing. And see how well today went. Do you get? So where else would we have entered? I came in, I saw this when it started going up. I then saw this. This is a TC, call it a TC. It's an engulfing field. So we know that we should continue. And what did we see again? Another point of entry. Well, let me show you the RKO first. So you rejected this kilo. Always wait for my RKO. That is constant. Then I enter again here and set my stop loss is usually below this, below the and I mean I left here actually when it tapped into the weekly. Remember that weekly is bearish, and this is the weekly level, right? So I closed when it tapped into this weekly level. Do you get? So I wasn't part of this drop. Okay, so that is how I took. And if you check the time, it's already like 3 p.m. And for GU, I don't advise that you trade after 3 p.m. GU, after 3 p.m., 4 p.m. my time, I don't think G is the best pair to trade after that. So you can do it London session, then the overlap with New York, but after that I would not advise. So I knew that it was time to go home for me here. Also, all of these drops and all of these things is none of my concern. Right. So this is how I took 2 trades today, and I can tell you that I am off Jordan. But did I take a loss today too? Yes. And I'm going to be showing you that also. It's on EU. Hope I'm able to figure it out. So okay, let's just do the top down analysis again so you can also see from here. So EU also said we should be bearish as it rejected. Yeah, I think the level wasn't very far away. Yeah, rejected this level. If you zoom in, is a rejection. And there are other rejections behind, but I just don't want to, But as a rejection is always a rejection. Do you get? So this is a proper rejection, right? So I know that from Monday I should be bearish. Do you get? But what did we see? Even though, and that was what I was saying, even though daily also agreed with, I want to look for the correct key level. Even though daily agreed with this, mm, yeah. So this is the key level for daily. So even though daily agreed with weekly sell, right? You can see how well he bought. Do you understand? And that was what I was also trying to do. I was trying to sell. Do you get? I was trying to sell today, and that was where I got, dealt with. So what do we see? I see my buy zone, but I would not really, I'll risk less if the day is telling me to buy and I'm selling. Do you get? But I'll go full risk, like my actual risk if I get otherwise. So what do we see? There is also, if we look, we also have this because I'm looking for sales. So I should focus more on my sales zones, right? So yeah, I have this sales zone. I'll be out of your face in a minute. So I have this sales zone, right? And I mean, as much as it would have been a good trade if I, took the buys. But let me see if I have not checked it. But let me see if I would have taken a buy. So if, for example, can you see how it gave us everything for buy? And yes, this is buy. And look at, this is 8 a.m. my time. So I try to start trading from 8 a.m. my time. So, but what happened? He eventually, okay, yes, this is it. He eventually, remember that this is also a sell zone. This is also a 4 hour sell zone, right? And I'm genuinely looking for sales. I believe more in the sales than the buys. Do you get? Because daily was telling me to, sell. And to add more confluence, to add more strength, weekly was also, it was also bearish. Do you get? So what did I also see afterwards? My time, 8 a.m. I see this sell, right? So if you were in my shoes, would you which would you think is stronger? I see the sell and then I now see my rejection. So I thought it was, it was yeah, I think it was this time I took this trade. Yes. So I thought it was, you know, the sales. But what do I do when I don't like when the wick is this long? Will I be setting my stop loss above? I like to, get the best out of my stop loss. You get as much as possible. Of course, not set my stop loss too close that endangers my risk. Do you get? But I just try to get the best. So that's when I went down to 15 minutes and I waited for, what did I wait for here? I think I waited for, man, I can't remember how I took this trade. That's crazy. Hmm. This is a lesson to me, genuinely. Because I know I didn't enter immediately because the week was too long for me. It was too long for me. I know, okay, maybe I waited for this and then went. I know I overcomplicated this particular trade, and that's why I think I deserved whatever result was given to me. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, then I waited for a C to form. No, this was not what I did. I think I entered immediately. So I entered immediately. But I mean, you can see how much how terrible it went. Do you get? So that's like what I wanted to show you, that if H4, it's not 100% win rate strategy, right? I'll take losses sometimes, but the major thing is to know when to how to take more than I lose. So if yeah, I think that's about it for today. I took this loss, and yeah, yes, that was everything that happened today. I want to see if this is a rejection, because I know that I might have tried to, if it was a rejection. Let me see. I know I would have you know gotten stopped out, but I would now go to 15 minutes exactly, and this is what I'll be waiting for. And then I went on the next. I went on the next candle. If I got stopped out, I went on the next candle, and 15 minutes now. Set my stop loss somewhere here, and my TP over. I know this might sound like it might sound. I mean, it looks very unclear to. It will look very unclear to a number of us, and which is fine. I'm also just trying to document and figure it out, right? So something that I also forgot to say was the reason. So I another reason I shouldn't have taken this sell is because 4 hours is. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, if you look at 4 hours, 4 hours is bullish. So why am I selling when 4 hours, when the 4 hours is bullish? So I should have been focusing on sales. I should have been focusing on sales. And genuinely, I wish this candle at least came into my new TC or even the old one. I would have, hmm, but I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have considered this zone. It's too big for me to. And look at how well he did. But right, so that's about it for today. Three trades today, two TPs, one loss. Great day for me, and at least I'm done with. This is day one of my winning streak. I did 6 days of six losing streaks. I did loss, six straight losses. I mean, and this is day one of me winning. I'm going to count my losses and my wins, and so let's see how this goes for us. Let's see tomorrow. I'll be here again tomorrow to drop the updates, and I just want to be consistent. That's what I'm trying to build here. Thank you everyone for to everyone that has joined, to everyone that has watched. Rather, thank you very much for your comments, your thoughts, your likes, your everything. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good night, and bye bye.